Okay, what do you do when your world falls apart? Eat a donut? Maybe? Well, if any of you've got worries tonight or anything that's going wrong for you, this is going to be the answer. So I think there's a bag of 5 here. So if anybody is feeling the need of one, you can come and get one from me afterwards. Okay? What I'm going to read now tackles that question, what do you do when your world falls apart, when your world crumbles? It's from a really brilliant book, which was bought for me by a good friend of mine just before I went into hospital. It's called This Book Will Save Your Life. And it worked. Here I am. Okay? And it deals with, it's got a main character who's called Richard, who has everything. He's got loads of money, stinking rich, fantastic house in LA, a personal trainer, a wonderfully healthy diet, a family, all right, he's estranged from his wife and son, but he's got a family. Everything you can wish for, multi-gym at home. But the book begins when things really start to go wrong for him in a big way. And it begins with what he imagines at first is like a massive heart attack, so he thinks this is it. And he gets rushed off to hospital. He goes through loads of tests, they can't find anything wrong with him at all. And at about the same time, he sees what he describes as a dent in front of his house. And the dent becomes bigger, and it turns into a great big hole, and then a crater, which even swallows up a passing horse. So his world is kind of falling apart from the inside and from the outside. And fortunately, he meets a man called Anil, no relation to the Anil we know and love so well, I don't think, who is a donut maker. And donuts, ironically, are his path to salvation. But it's a brilliant book, if you haven't read it, a really funny book, and also quite inspirational, I think. And I'm going to read a little section where he goes to see an alternative therapist called Lusadi for the second time, hoping desperately that this guy is going to be able to tell him what's going on and what he needs to do about it. Always happy to see you, Lusadi's receptionist says when he steps into the office. How is the pain? I don't know, I've been busy. I got hit by a car, my home's about to fall into a sinkhole, and you know that horse they evacuated, I helped. So, it's a bit better? He pauses. Not really. I think that's why I called. Lusadi acts as though he's never seen him before. No hi, hello, good to see you again. What brings you in? The same, Richard says. Let's take a listen. How much does it hurt? Richard shrugs, says nothing. It's delicate, this process of waking up, coming in from the cold. You can't do it overnight. Why not? You die. Lusadi sits at his desk. You don't know how to feel, or more accurately, what to do with how you feel. When a person comes in from the cold, it's not like they immediately feel warm. If they've been out for a while, they come in and everything hurts, and the warmer they get, the more pain they're in. It's excruciatingly painful. For as much as you want to feel nothing, you feel everything. You feel too much to bear, like you'd explode or go crazy, if you knew how much you felt. I'm numb, Richard says flatly. You'll have some sensation. Yeah, something like an insect bite, or an itch or irritation, like poison ivy that won't quit. The other day, after all this happened, I called my ex-wife, my son, my parents, my brother. I talked to everyone and I felt worse. Who were you growing up? Back in the class? Athlete? Goody-goody? I blended, unremarkable. Richard is on the table with his shirt off, his pants down, feeling more than naked, small, nervous, and there's Lusadi tapping his fingers on a prescription pad. Did you ever have anxiety attacks before? Would you like to have something for them? Is that what this is, anxiety? To some degree, sure. You're mortal. You failed. You're not the person you wanted to be. Your mother doesn't love you. Your father doesn't know who you are. Everyone has it better than you. It's not like I'm a loser. I did something. I made money. I made enough money to make a lot of people happy. In fact, I probably made more money than my brother. Lusadi feigns shock in an exaggerated way. And now that you've done that, what? Sounds like you finished that part of things a while ago. I'm uncomfortable, Richard confesses, putting his shirt back on. Climb a wall. What? You've hit a wall. Now climb it. opens his Palm Pilot, looks something up, and writes down a couple of phone numbers. They'll teach you. Very funny. I'm 100% serious. Make the mental physical, and the physical mental, and things will improve. I can't make you feel better. It's not within my power. If I were your relative, what would you tell me? I would tell you that you need to do something. I would tell you to try everything. You need to be brought back to life. Don't even wait until tomorrow. Begin again right now. Begin again every moment. Do you believe in anything? I don't know, Richard says. Do you pray? Lusardi asks. And Richard says, nothing. Think about it. Lusardi hands him the piece of paper with the numbers of rock climbing schools and leaves the room. As Richard leaves, the receptionist calls after him, "Have a nice day."